It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Timberwolves come into town for this one. Fans are making some noise here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for their Mavericks. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony. Clark Kellogg and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Over in the corner, Edwards. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, wasn't able to cash in.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you've got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Now here's Edwards. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards, that's good.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a three-level scorer.
Shakes him. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning is right there with another input, Michael Jordan.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Stolen by Conley. Edwards with it. Picked up by Thompson. Good D by Thompson. Here's Dallas. 4-point game. Here's Irving. Gobert with the block.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Irving, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Edwards. Conley's shot is off. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Randle with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. 6-point lead. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target with his 3. Minnesota with the ball. Outside Edwards. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. It's Edwards on the wing. Puts up a 3. And it's Luka with the rebound.
We've got the Boston Celtics taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Brian Anderson here alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Tatum with it. Randall's in his pocket. There's the three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of this game. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Edwards. Lets it go from the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, Edwards can be so accurate, making shots look easy at times.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul. First quarter of play, a minute in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Boston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Jrue Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense, because Jrue, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Edwards, no good. Boston on offense. It's a 3-point game. Got it. Holiday's got 6.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
From deep, Conley. Minnesota again missing. Holiday with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Left side, Tatum. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Here's Edwards. Minnesota again missing.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Pass to Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. Lowry outside. No good on the 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Now here's Booker. On the take. And it's Martin with the rebound. Lowry with it. He's picked up by Jones. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
To the paint. Nurkic. Rebound by the 76ers. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. We discussed Bradley Beal. The focus for them on the defensive end, coach telling me that Brad's a guy who averaged 30 points a game in this league, the sign of a special scorer, so they need to figure out a way to make Beal uncomfortable, saying maybe they'll put some length on him. Let's see if that works on Beal. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. It's Beal on the wing. Here's Booker. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Embiid stiff-arming that shot with authority. No mercy.
Here's George. And the layup falls.
And that gets us rolling. Ooh, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now here's Jones. And Lowry with the defensive effort. And it's Lowry with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Martin. This one for three. Offensive rebound. Embiid, good.
The size and strength of Embiid, he is absolutely mammoth. Really hard to deal with. You may need a couple of guys to box him out.
Now here's Booker. The three is up. Dunn outside. Second chance shot. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Now the 76ers with it. They lead by 4. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
And then Beal with the dunk.
What a play at the rim. Bradley Beal showing off all kinds of explosiveness.
George feels it out a bit. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by Nurkic.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
We've got 1:55 left in the first. Pass to George. Back to Oubre. Now here's him. And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. They trail by 6. From downtown. Rebound by Philadelphia.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
It's stolen by Dunn. Booker attacking. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in through contact.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Here's Jackson. George outside. Shoots over Beal. George, no good. Suns trail by 4. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Beal gets the bucket.
Not just a jump shooter, Bradley Beal is also excellent at knifing his way to the rack and finishing.
Jackson with it. George outside. Fires the 3. Plumlee pulls down the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. That ties it up.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Oh, Morris with a steal. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Drummond. George's shot is good. George has got 6 points.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Sixers ahead, up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
Ooh, some contact there. No issue for Booker, though. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Pass to Embiid. Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Up top, Booker. Here's Okogie, defended by Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Inside. Here's Martin. Here's Yabusele. Back to Jackson. The 11-footer. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
The Suns trailing. Outside Booker. Lowry with a steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Embiid. O'Neal pulls it in. And it's Jones with the ball for the Suns. Allen on the wing. Rebound by Philadelphia. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book could create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Out to the right wing. Outside O'Neal. Clock at 6. The rebound by Yabusele. The Sixers leading. Lowry with it. He's picked up by Jones. Pass to Embiid. We've got 1:28 left to play in the second quarter. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. Allen with it. He's guarded by Martin. Down low. Here's Nurkic. He's off on the layup.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Lowry outside. Pass to Martin. And here's Embiid. Here's the 3. Embiid missing again. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. How about on Martin?
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
And the Suns making a change here. Both free throws good from Booker.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Oh, and the dunk by George!
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
Beal into the lane. And then Beal with the dunk.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here he goes. Yep, count it. George has got 10 points in the game.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish. He seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Phoenix shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
With 1 on the clock. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Phoenix with it. Outside Jones. Outside Booker. For the lead. Into the lane. And he lays it in. He's got 10.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
Pass to Embiid. Outside Oubre. 5 on the clock. Here's George. They get it again. Martin. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
From the baseline. Booker no good. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Strong finish by Embiid.
Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact.
Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all 3 levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So, at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
George outside. Screen by Embiid. And it's Paul George with the 3. And it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
Really difficult to contain Paul George in these pick-and-roll sets because of his speed. I mean, that's one element that gives him a great advantage. He's really good at making decisions in tight spaces and in these pick-and-roll situations.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Both teams deciding to change it up. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lowry outside. Kicks it to George. Over Beal. George, no good.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Beal, no good. The Sixers leading. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning." That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night.
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie.
His position might be shooting guard, but Beal has no problems taking it inside.
So it's Philadelphia now. Lowry surveys the D, and he drives in. Philadelphia with another miss. Here goes Booker. And Booker with the jam.
A creative finisher. Love seeing Booker attack the rim and convert like this.
For three, Lowry. And the three-pointer goes. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Jackson. There's 48 seconds left in the third. George outside. They get the rebound to the left wing. There's the drive. On target from about 13 feet. George has got 17 points.
The mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That's his first foul. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Now George. 17 points in the game. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw this game. That's good from George.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
Here's Beal. Oh, rejected by Drummond. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Sixers ahead. They lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter.
The Suns, 33.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson. To the middle. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Out of bounds. Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
And look, coming out right now tonight, let me hear you make some noise for Sixers BNG.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Gordon. To the right side. Here's Embiid. Whoa, Embiid with the slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Booker. Can't hit from in close. The Sixers lead by 6. Here's Yabusele. Finished off the break.
And it's Jackson's responsibility to find his open teammates, and a terrific dime there.
Here's Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That free throw good from Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. You know, you look at Reggie Jackson. Clark, does he define journeyman?
He certainly does. I mean, you could put his name next to that word and a couple of other guys, but he's contributed and been successful pretty much wherever he's been. He's been around a long time, and he's always been productive, and I think he's value added wherever he plays.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. On target from range.
And this is big for Booker's confidence. With this three-point ball falling, he's so tough to stop.
Pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Come on, B.A. He sure can run.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Well, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia leading by 5. Now here's Lowry to the inside. Embiid inside. Tries again. Embiid grabs the miss and puts it in.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Talk about trusting Beal in the big moments. No matter the stakes, he can find a shot.
Inside. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. And here they come. Here's Dunn. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
It's George on the wing. No luck on that one. Suns trail by 3. Embiid with a steal. Launches a 3. Oh, Embiid hits from outside.
For his size, Embiid shouldn't be this good from range. I mean, that just speaks to his raw talent.
And Nurkic throws it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Embiid misses. And the Suns with possession. Trailing by 4. Nurkic's shot is good.
So capable of overwhelming you. Nurkic is terrific at maintaining his focus and balance on these tough finishes.
Here's George. Can't connect from short range. So it's Phoenix now. Pass to Nurkic to tie it up. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Paul George.
And this is the game that Nurkic plays. Using the big body inside, carving out a high percentage look.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Lowry outside. Pass to George. Shoots over Beal. Money.
Well, Paul George has been sensational.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up to Phoenix. Seconds left in the final quarter. There's the drive. Knocked away. Here's Jones. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
George outside. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Go. Embiid with it. Martin outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Dunn.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Jones. Pass to Beal. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over George. Beal's shot is off. Now George. Up and over Dunn. Oubre with it. George outside. Chalk up 2 there. George has got 24 points.
There is no slowing down Paul George. A volcanic eruption from PG tonight.
And he gets the bucket. And here are the 76ers. Lowry drawing the double team. And here's Oubre from the arc. Rebounded by Nurkic. And so here's Phoenix. Here's Booker to take the lead. And he lays it up and in. He's got 19.
Some contact can't derail Booker's drive. He's determined to get his shot off. Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot. He gets the first, and that gives him a lead. So he gets them both, and it's a two-point ball game.
Huge free throws there. Now they've got the lead.
1:27 left to the first overtime period. Down low. Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
So Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball. Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Embiid. Jones grabs the board. And it's Phoenix's ball. The lead is 2. Here's Beal. That one is off. And George with some nice D. The jump hook. Unable to get that one. Three-pointer. Beal. Suns keep it alive.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal. Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall.
Oh, that could have been the end of it. Instead, he hands them a lifeline.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LeBron.